rains, it pours, Walker.
What you got?
There
You got him! Look at that! Oh, sailing a dolphin.
The Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Roger.
So you like to fly them kites a lot up the Keys, and I do it every once in a while, one kite, but you're always flying two kites.
Always flying two, banking them, and we went through the process of taking the #1 snapshots, leads, and just adding 1, 2, or 3 what it took. One of our kites was really tough. It is a left flying kite. I had brought the wrong one, and it didn't want to fly right. We had to really put a lot of lead on there, but we got it. And we could adjust the height we could fly. And during the day, the wind changed, and I knew that was going to happen. So I brought a variety of kites. We started off with our standard SFE kites, the 10 to 20 mile hour kite, the red and green ones. We had them banked. And since we were at the time, we started off with the pilchards, so we didn't want to fly too high, so we had them banked and low flying. And then as the wind started to pick up, the kites would have been fine, but the motors on the electrics to bring them in were struggling.
Yeah.
So we switched to the next one. You don't go fishing without a variety of light wind, medium, and heavy wind kites. It's just, if you're going to do it, you're all in. It's just, if you're going to kite fish, you got to go all in.
Yeah, no, you can't get away with just one, that's for sure. And that wind picked up, and you had to get that bigger, that heavy wind kite out there. And not only that, people probably saw that you have those little corks on there. And what those corks do is that wind's blowing so hard, if you pop that main line, you don't want your kite to sink, and you'll lose your kite. You're out $100-something bucks. So
$125 every time.
Put those corks back there on that spar. When that thing does crash, it doesn't sink to the bottom. It stays up on the surface.
There's a chance you can get it back.
You really got to make sure when you're ready to fly that kite that you 100% have everything ready to go, everything out of the way. You got the maximum amount of wind hitting that kite so that thing can launch high. Have somebody holding it out there. You working the kite reel and get that thing up in the wind and let it back. And I'd like to get it back quick. I'm a big fan of getting it back there as quick as I can, get up in that clean air. And it seems to work the best for me. We didn't have a problem. It worked out great on anchor. We spread them. Obviously, we're weighting them like you say. We're putting split shots on them. We want to spread them things out as far as we can, because what that does is that we're covering more water. So as those fish are tailing through, migrating through, swimming by, we got some baits hanging over here in 150 feet. We got baits over here in 110 feet.
And you see it a million times. A sailfish is tailing right at you. When he sees the boat, he goes down and under.
Yeah.
So you don't want to fish downwind of your boat. You want to fish offshore and inshore. Because the fish, they're either going to go around you or way under. So again, you also want to get them further back, because they're eventually going to pop back up. So with the kite, you can get your baits further away, and perfectly presented with no leader in the water, no hooks. That's well documented why you use the kite. It's the perfect presentation.
Yeah, it's just the bait sitting right there on the surface.
Right. In most instances, sometimes the hook's not even in the water. It's just the belly and the pecs, and the fish just thrashes. It's just absolutely perfect. Fewer tangles, because the fish can't get wrapped up in the leader as it lays on the water.
You get away with a lot heavier leader.
Yeah.
A bigger hook,
because you're not seeing any of that stuff. You want to finish the quicker, you can go to 40 or 50 or even 60 pounds.
It's funny because when I started out guiding, you didn't throw anything but 60 out there.
Right.
And now, we're 25
I'd
and 30.
fire you.
Yeah. Now we're 25 or 30 pound because of the fact that this leader material now is so strong compared to what it used to be like, that you can get away with that lighter line and get a lot more bites.
And the circle hooks too are always,
majority of the time hitting the corner.
So that leader's not even touching that bill. Yeah. The J hook gets a little further inside the mouth, and so that you got the wear, so that 30 pound gets worn out quicker. But generally with the circle hooks now, it's almost every time in the corner of the mouth, and that leader has only touched the bill one time, probably as it's coming tight, and it's not getting constantly sawed as the fish is diving and digging and pulling. Yeah. Got something looking at my long kite bait.
Oh yeah. You and me looking at it.
Just want to keep those baits right on surface. That tail beat. That's free advertising right there. Don't eat me.
Oh, go
Sailfish! Goggle in the face!
Oh, no!
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Yeti, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. Simrad, brought to you by the new Simrad NSS Sport touchscreen display, and by Costa Sunglasses, and Tailwalker Charters.
Here we go. Got some more action here. Look at those frigate birds. They are enjoying this feast.
Oh, big old blackfin blow up back there.
Well, it's winter time. We'll move back into the reef for us. Look at that symphony of frigate birds trying to get dinner without getting wet. You've got the whole area in tune to that spot. And these pilchards come from somewhere, the fish are waiting. We need to figure out, let's drift the whole 7-mile bridge instead of just this one spot.
Yeah, do a little drift and cover more ground.
And again, the current and wind couldn't have been a better scenario. The boat laid beautifully in a trough. So we had 2 kites, 4 baits downwind, and then you started messing with a button rod on the bottom and one more on the surface.
Yeah.
So now we got, instead of 4 rods, we've got 6, and we could have had more. We were only limited by amount of rod holders on the boat at that time. All of a sudden, we're talking back to back. I'm watching down sea, you're watching up sea.
We had a good footprint, you know. I mean, that footprint was large. I mean, we had both kites banking, one banking left, one banking right, covering that whole downwind side. And then the upwind side, I had the flat line running way out there. So, I mean, we had a big presence on that reef edge, and the drift was so perfect. We were in 110 for miles. I mean, we could have gone. That perfect east wind with that west tide had us just tracking so perfectly. And, you know, and it worked. I mean, you saw we had a window shopper.
Well, we were busy catching your red grouper. As soon as you started messing, we started deboning the ballyhoos, and we got that going on, and you're like, I'm getting hooked up. I said, yeah, right.
You know, we're just sail fishing here, right? And you said, hey, let's drift with a bait on the bottom.
Our pilchar's a little small, so we set some fresh ballyhoos.
Yeah,
Cut the backs out of them.
You're covering so much ground, you know, you might as well drag something.
We're moving 2.5 miles an hour. We've got 4 baits out. Actually, 5 baits are 4 this way, 2 this way.
Yeah, I got 1 flat line.
Yeah. We slid 1 down to the bottom. This is, you know, look for something delicious. I mean, it could be an Atlantic sharpnose.
Oh, it's sharp. I mean, it could be a jack or something, but still, man, it's all fun. He didn't really give me too much problems, you know. He's pretty well behaved.
Oh, mud snapper.
Gag?
That's a mud. Red?
Red.
Big red. That'll eat.
You got it?
We don't even have to measure that one, Skipper. Oh, look how white he is. White sand bottom. Look at that mouth. Is that lobster coming out?
Nah, that's just his gut. But boy, he is.
Look
pink,
how white he is. He's the same color as a darn mud snapper.
Yeah.
He's pink as could be. You ever call him that color?
No, he's pretty light.
Nice. You got a good grip on him? I'm about to snatch
I got
it.
Snatch. Cool, man. I'll tell you what, make me another one of those up.
I'll debug another bally.
Yeah, because, you know, that's something anybody can do. The ballyhoo, you buy them in a pack.
All right.
There's nothing to it, you know?
Absolutely.
You don't have to have a live bait. You don't have to know how to throw a cast net. Debone ballyhoo.
Look at what they put up in the sun. I mean, that thing is as pink as a mutton snapper. Oh, he's got so big fillets on him, though.
Yeah, you drag them along, you know, and you're going to hook up.
Now I'm thinking maybe should I rig my own rod, start bottom fishing too, and we get that nice big red grouper in the boat, and then a clicker goes off. And it's your clicker on your short.
Dude, man, let's do that again. I want to see you do that. Got a bite.
It's a short kite. Don't get a sail. Don't be a sail. Oh boy, proud the pin. Come on, give me some love.
Where you at? Where you
coming
at?
at us.
Where you at? Where you at?
Swimming right at us. Come on.
Where you at?
Air out.
Stay on. Don't break me off. King Mac will cut you right off.
Coming
up. Coming
Sailfish!
up. Oh,
Get a bite on your log, get a bite on your log.
Oh, no. Horrible.
Goggle eye in the face.
Oh, no.
Oh.
There he is, there he is.
You got another one?
He's right there, look.
Oh, there you go. There you know he's hooked. Wind up this flat line, wind up the flat line. He's going right towards your flat. That didn't work out right. I'm supposed to get the sail while you're catching a grouper. Man, that was a little goggle eye too. What a bad break. They can jump anyway, but right at you, you know?
Yeah. He coughed it right out,
Yep,
you know what I mean?
as soon as his mouth was open, there's no way for it to hook into the corner of his mouth. No way. Especially when
All right, he's right here on my bait.
All right.
Can you give me a new bait?
Yeah. Is he gonna bite you?
I don't know. I mean, he wants to.
Got a hot bait.
Look.
There, he's gonna eat it. He's gonna eat. Oh, it's in the engines. All right, here he is. He's looking for something to eat. That one's hiding. He's hiding in the boat. Just, you know,
There he is, right here.
Oh, he's chasing the first one. Oh, he's chasing yours. He's gonna eat them both. Yes. All right, we got a bite out of him anyway.
Not often you get 2 tries.
Oh my God. Oh, he's jumping again. Come on, babies. Come on, baby. Now we got him right. Woo! I don't want to wear that one. Oh! Damn it! Oh! Think he's gonna eat again?
Where's my J-hook?
He came right to the back of the boat.
Looking for something to eat because we just took it from him. He'd come back around the back.
He didn't really know what was going on there.
Yeah, pitched him the bait. I think I pulled him off again. He gave us 2 shots.
Gave us 2 shots.
Then, did we pick him up on the long bait?
No,
Or a different fish?
no. After he got on that second time with spinning rod, he was done with us. He went to tell his friends that was not a good feeding station there.
We had educated him.
Right. But I guess the drift kept going. We drifted an hour. We were making about 3.5 miles an hour.
Yeah, 2 knots sometimes 3.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. I like it, but you know, it's weird how it all happens at once when it happens, you know?
Like,
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Mercury, Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here, and by King Sailfish Mounts and Spear One.
You know, this new Makaira reel is very, very comfortable, very lightweight, and we use this a lot for when we're kite fishing down here in the Keys. And what kite fishing means is you actually want to suspend your bait from a kite where it's laying right on the surface. And what that allows you to do is to have a lot more fish swim up into the presence of this bait and not feel the line, the hook, all these things that are in the water. So we can have a bait out 100 yards or 75 yards, and the only thing in the water is that bait fish. I mean, your hook is even sitting up out of the water. It's a great feature. It allows you to get a lot more bites. You put a cork on there, which is a visual aid only. The only reason you see that cork out there is so when you're looking for your bait and you want to know how far, where it is, you can look out and you can actually see the cork and say, okay, there's my long bait, there's my short bait. A really cool thing. Your reel has to be super fast when you're kite fishing, because when this little ring right here goes all the way up to the kite, to the clip, when you get that bite, that drops and free falls, right? So you need to be able to pick up. Let's say you're fishing 75 yards out, you're gonna have to pick up 3 times the amount of line. So you need something very fast in order to get tight on that fish and to make a solid hookup. These reels are extremely fast, extremely lightweight, and hold a ton of line. We had some of our fish get away from us, and I would almost bet to say that they were 400 or 500 yards out there, and there was still plenty of line on the reel to where we did not have to rush and chase that fish down. If you want to try some kite fishing, this one's really cool. Check it out at your local Bass Pro Shop.
I don't know what we got.
Hauled ass, I know that.
I didn't see the bite. It's a big dolphin.
Big dolphin?
Yeah.
I want that sail to come back, man.
He's coming back.
Where are you at?
Tell you what, it's a heavy lifter gaffer.
I'll just grab it.
If we can't grab him and he gets away,
Oh, well.
we're good. We got grouper for dinner. It's all more than we can eat.
Yeah.
Caught some sails, missed some sails.
Missed some sails.
Got some
whoa,
bonitas.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
What do you got now?
Sailfish?
That's a sailfish.
Yep.
Is he on you?
Yep. Tried to be.
God, it's coming to. Come on. Are you on mono or wire?
Bitty treble hook.
Oh, good luck with that. Come on, get the bite. I don't want you to jump off another one now. Got him on?
I don't know.
That's a fish.
Yep, that's a fish.
We know there's a sail back there.
When it rains, it pours, Walker.
What you got?
There
You
it
got him! Look at that!
Redemption.
Oh, sailing a dolphin. Oh my God, what a doubleheader.
I got the box. You grab it. Wait, dude.
Yeah, we'll eat him.
We'll eat that one. Want to be on our show? Well, check us out on Facebook and find out how you can win an opportunity to come fishing with Scott and I on Into the Blue.
Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Cigar, always the best fishing line. Okuma Fishing Tackle, there's no stopping Okuma. Marine Formula Stable, for everyday optimal performance and protection. And by Ameritrail Boat Trailers. And Under Armour.
He's up. It was rough. It was blowing 30 sometimes, but we were fishing with everything lined up, perfect. You know, you don't really notice how rough it is, but man, once you hook a fish and you need to chase him down, and I don't know why those fish love to swim against the current.
Southeast.
But against the current. You would think if I was hooked, I'm going to swim with the current. I'm going to use all that extra momentum to get away from whatever's bothering me.
That never happens.
No, they go up current. So we had to turn and take that fish up sea. And there was some times where I came all the way back instead of being on the bow to get back there by the console with you, just because it's a lot less beating I'm going to take up there.
I was going up and down 2-3 feet. You were going up and down 6-7 feet.
Yeah. So I got to move back, you know, where it was a lot calmer of a ride, and we pushed ahead and we gained a lot of line, and then he'd do it again to us. He'd go down.
Well, besides the boat handling, you, as the angler, you were doing all over that drag because you would anticipate that we weren't going to get over that wave.
Oh, I had to, yeah.
You had to constantly keep that drag loosened.
Yeah, well, see, the crazy thing is it's like, so this fish is here swimming into the current. We come up on a big wave. He's not taking off, but the wave's pushing us back. The drag's going out. Right. So it's a constant battle with the drag. It's not necessarily the fish. It's you going away from the fish. It's causing that drag.
Every element, the up, the down, the lefts, the rights. Plus the fish wanting to jump.
When he's jumping, you're pointing that rod out there. You're giving everything you need.
Great jobs when he would go crazy on the backside of a wave, where you know you're stretched out trying to keep it just so we land without landing on the leader, and then a 8-foot wave washes by and
he'd surf it, take off another 20, 30 feet.
Yes.
You know, so they know how to get away, and you just got to play them real easy, take your time, and be careful out there because, like I said, there was some big waves at some time.
It's coming up again. Oh, yeah! Watch those waves. Oh! That's amazing! See his girth? See how deep he is in his chest?
Yeah, he's a good one.
Man.
He's been tough, man. Look at him.
I mean, white marlin stuff. That's what white marlin are made of. That fish has been around the block, baby.
Broganville.
Tough. Put on a heck of a show. What a warrior.
He's a stud, Walker.
Beautiful. I thought he was going to try me. You're
trying to spear you.
That is an angry fish. He's so fat. Come on, baby. Oh, boy. Come on.
There you go. There you go. Hold him right there in the water. We don't have to lift him up. I'll just clip him and we'll spread him out. Still got power, huh?
Oh, he's never been in this position before. All right. Grab his tail.
Maybe you can roll him up.
I will. Oh my God, what a great
Look at this.
I know.
Got a deformed
This bill is
tail.
completely healed over.
That broken bill.
Completely healed over. Look at his sail.
What a tough fish, man.
Woo.
That
40
fish-
minutes. 40 minutes. He's ready to swim home.
What do you think? You go about 60 pounds?
60 all day long.
Yeah. Awesome fish, man. All
Put her
right,
in gear
buddy.
for me.
All right.
Put her ahead. Woo! What a battle. What a
Awesome
day.
fish, dude. That's a good day, man. We
All
caught
right,
all
baby.
kinds of fish. And it is rough, buddy.
Take our time, get into marathon, and I'm buying.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.